Hello guys, I'm back with Renault Megane 2, and this time I have some issue with lower control arm. This shouldn't be like that. As you see, the tire kinda moves back and forward. It shouldn't be like that. Well, you can replace the bushing or you can buy all control arm. I actually bought this one. Cost me a little bit over $40 and came with useless instruction, just paper there, but more or less this part, well, I can take this out. More or less this is the part which is damaged, but when I last year did some work here, I actually kind of destroyed as well all this metal by bending it and hitting it and whatever else. So I don't mind to replace all of this, not just this part. Probably you can replace this one as well, just save some money, but quite some money. But overall I think it's worth to replace all of this, since I haven't replaced my lower ball joint as well, I don't know, forever. For this car, at least I haven't. As usually, safety first, I'll put just some bricks under the rear tires. As well, it's good if you put something under there before you jack the car up. First, just remove this one, 13 mils, and then you can a little bit loosen all the nuts, 17 mils. Okay, when you have loosened the nuts, just lift the car up and you will be able to. You can also use the regular tools here like that. As I said, I'm a bit in a hurry today. Okay, when it's free hanging, I suggest you to just work with your car a little bit back and forward, so check if your jack stand is stable there and will not actually just fall on you when you are working there. Okay, when you're sure about that jack stand, just remove completely the tire. Alright, that you don't want to get. Have to clean this up later on. And then just go here and slide this under here. Well, let's go inside and see what I was talking about. Now this bushing actually is totally damaged. See, it's not in place anymore. There's spacing here, it's split apart. So this can cause movement, and let's try and fix this so car just don't brakes on the road, and replace all this one. So you're wondering what you have to do? Well, under there, this is the one bolt. What do I do with it? This bolt you have to remove, and as well, to work your way here, remove this bolt, and under there there's one more bolt here. So I will just stop by removing this. There are some only easy to remove this kind of bolts, just like this. We just have to pull this out. Totally easy off this for this one. For easy removing, you can just use a flat screwdriver. Just spray this one. Okay, this is out. I already lost a few of those. One is under here, lost one, and one is here. Just put it out. I think you only can remove one side, so that's okay. There's some other sort of bolts. When you remove all the bolts, just, oh well, I have one more. Just take this one aside. Oh no. This is not the coolest stuff. The issue is that, well, for this one you will need some more time, not that easy as I thought. Well, obviously this one will just work out very well with 18 mils above, one below, so just to use quite big leverage there. For this part as well, 18 mils, you can use some extender here, it will work good. But there are some more things. For example, you need to remove this little bolt, so you can remove this part here. And you have to remove also, there are 4 bolts from here, just 3 because I broke one when I was replacing some parts some time ago. When you have removed this one, you have to you remove this partly or fully the cover here. So why? Because you have to get under there again, and then under here there will be radiator bolt. You have to remove this one. I had a little bit support radiator so it does not hang on the lines and whatever else. If you are very bad at this, you can as well not do it, but I suggest you do like that. And then you should actually be able to move this part out from here, and then you can gain access to this little bolt here, one end, because under there is one bolt and it goes here, and you cannot just work one way here. And of course you can open this bolt as well. This is easier for lower ball joint, but anyway, I suggest you start with this part because this might take some time and you might succeed or not succeed, we'll see. So then just when you remove this piece, gain access to the bolt. Well, you can actually a little bit put on jack stand your radiator as well if you're worrying that it will just fall down. That's actually what you should do, but to be honest, I'm not sure if it's totally necessary. Okay, this is now free. You can go work here. Actually, you can put something for your radiator to hold there, but I'm not sure if it is actually that necessary. Last time when I removed this one, it was quite well hanging there in itself. If you want to do it like pro, you can of course lift it up, but in my garden edition, I have a feeling you can just ignore that one. Okay, there's well summer side. Okay, after then, well, I figured out that I have to remove all the underlying here so I can access the other bolt as well. And let's remove this one. Not remove, probably just loosen it. Because otherwise my car just does not, this part doesn't rotate where it should rotate. Okay. At least I think now I'll be able to move that part. Let's see if this changed something. As well as you probably noticed, I put under there something to hold radiator. And let's see what this helped. Now you can see this actually moves a lot better than before. Because before I couldn't get it out at all. Now I can get it out. You don't need too much space there. This is coined enough for me, so you can access the bolt here, and that's about it. Okay, so next, well, after you have done this one and gain access to there, that's pretty good for you and for everyone else. I'm happy about you guys. If you want, you can actually maybe tap this down. For this part, well, you will need E18 here or here, and 18 mils here with some extender, so you don't have to remove all this part. 18mm spinner here, because it will be easy for you and you will not be able to gain access there, but you will need. And you will definitely need some sort of extension bar, because I kinda already loosened this one just when I tested this out. I had to put some force there to open this bolt. And for lower ball joint, you will need 15 mils socket there. I think you can start removing bolts and see what will go on and what will not go on there. Yeah, I'll start with this bolt. Put 18 mils here, extension bar. Finally, some movement there. Yeah, when it's kind of loosened, I suggest you to move on, and probably just move on to this little bolt here. Probably you will not see how I remove it or not. And to do this one, well, you need to hold one place with one hand like this one. You'll need to hold this one, and you have to rotate this one. Not sure if you will see it good or not, but you can get my point, I think so. Okay, when you just start to do it, come either up. That's good. Okay, that's kind of loosened, and all right. Put some grease there too. Then you can just move on and remove down here. Just one bolt here on one side, on that side. Just put some oil there. Yep, 17 mils here. One side 17 mils, other side, well, weirdly, but it's 15 mils. Oh, different side. Always, if you cannot remove it right away, well, sometimes it's good just hit the bolt with a hammer. It kind of tends to loosen the rust there. From the both sides. Sometimes it helps a lot. I think it's a good idea to start with this side, because here it's a bigger nut and we just like 17 mils and there is 15 mils, so yep, this is also really easy coming off. It's nice. I'm happy about this one. And the hitting metal always works pretty good. I'm always surprised how well it goes on. Okay, this is it. One end got this one, little nut. And then just push out this bolt here and take this out and put it somewhere, because the part came without extra bolt. Of course, if your car is lifted up, it's a lot easier to work, but as you see, it's possible to work also on ground. More or less looks like. Box out. Oh, a bit rusted, as you can see. That's all right. You just have to find out where. Oh, it's inside here. And here is a nut. Put it somewhere away, and then you can go and do the last one. Okay guys, to be honest, happened something audio, some for radio stopped working and as well ran out of battery for camera, but here's my phone, so just open this nut, put it somewhere there, just remove this bolt here. If it doesn't remove easily, you can use your little turkey thing and just rotate it lightly and we should move outwards. And if it doesn't help too much, well, you can always just slide something in here and put some force there, or just press it from the other side out, whatever else is more handy for you guys. Slow moving stuff here, like doing like this. No, it's totally out, as you see. Let's put it back here. Okay, and this came out, no problems. And where's my globe? Let's put this up, take this out. Okay, and let's inspect this part and compare new one and old one, and should I replace this or not. Now, the first thing, as you see, this part is totally broken, so can make a lot of noise. Overall, this part doesn't look that bad. The joint by itself, as you see, looks still usable, so, and not in the really dangerous position, so that's about it. But I think it's good that we replaced all the part. Looks like there's some rain coming, that's not good. Now let's try to figure out how to put it back correctly. Do like this, something. On one hand, totally not possible to it, but we can try it. So my suggestion, just wiggle this back in place. You can lubricate this. Probably this will help you a little bit. I will use just regular this sort of oil, but I think you can use all sorts of oils there. 3 back there, so let's hope this will help, but more or less you will not probably see too much here. To wiggle this back here. You see, it kind of went in halfway. tap a little bit if you want. With the wood here and there. Sometimes it's good, it helps. But like it looks like. So now here's the problem. Well, this bolt will be easy to get in, but speaking about this one, when you go down there, probably you can see no better than me. This does not fit too great here, but the stuff is that you can actually move this one inwards or outwards as you please. You see, it kind of moves. So you have to locate the perfect position. Or you can slide the bolt first through here. So when you have to first slide bolt through under here and then here, and then you have to worry about the top. So don't worry about this. Just try to locate so the bottom is in line with this one. Leave this on top of this so don't damage your boot with metal. As you see, there are metals down a lot. You can easily rip this. So just wait, slide it through, slide it over this plastic cap here, and then just try to work this as high as you can, because otherwise you won't be able to slide through this bolt. And as you're lifting it higher, and this bolt lines up, and at one point you will be able to slide it through, as you see right now, and then just put on top of this a nut. So finally, when this is, you see, it's up there but not too tight, with some spacing here, you can actually a little bit move this part, so actually it fits there in. And right now, oh man, I don't want to do like this. Probably you can as well try to put this one on top if you want. My suggestion, not like do it yet. Try to shake it in. I think it's possible to shake this one in. Very hard to show with one hand, but more or less you can see that it's moving almost good. So I'll need just lift it a little bit up. It will be something like that up there. Figure out how we'll do it. If you want it, you can do it by hammer. Just tap lightly under here. You can use better, not with a metal end, but with some rubber, but whatever. You see it's moving. And kind of almost perfect there. A bit too high, no. Okay, it's true. As you see, hear probably the sound. That's nice. So that's how you get back this in, a little bit tapping, and finally you can put this back on top here after you will bolt this in fully. Okay. So let's do this one. Shouldn't be too hard. Just remember to put back on top this little piece of wiring, so you don't have to remove everything again down. Okay. Whew. Finally popped in. No. So you just know it's have to a little bit push it back and forward and it will just pop in really nicely. If it's possible, I suggest you to put some sort of lifting force under this tire before you close this bolt. I'm not sure, but I think you can actually extend life of this bushing because of this, since you will close it like in regular position, but who never knows. That's what I think, but well, just tighten this really hard. So when you're finished with tightening, just remove this, and as you see, it seems pretty much hard tightened. It's great. So that's about it. Just put the bolt there and bolt it up. Okay, just first remove this one, you won't need it anymore. Next, just take this part, and a little bit harder it will be, because you need to push it outwards and then put it back inwards. Something like this. I don't know if you see it or no, actually. Yep, but I actually did it what you have to do. If you're not able to get it in, just go there. Make sure that radiators go in correctly, because this is possibility that's why it's not sliding anywhere. Make sure this radiator as well, bushing, this is where it should be. Looks like it's okay, and only this side has to put it more thoroughly there. Overall looks like ready to go, so just a little bit of you can as well remember. Now just close this bolt and make sure that all radiators bushings are in correct place. So it is alright, looks like it's okay. And then you can as well later on, or not later on, probably you can actually right now put back in. Well, let's figure out. See, it's kind of good here. You just pull it. Yeah, I suggest you just put back in those radiator bolts there. Shouldn't be too hard to close these bolts. Just put this radiator bolt on, and others as well also, so just make sure you close. Finally, just take this little bolt, maybe put some more there, you have some close by you, and close this up. Okay, that's good. And you can take this part and bolt it back here. Well, I'll not show you how to do it, you probably know. Just I have 3 bolts, you have 4. So after you finish with that part, don't forget to put back all your covers under there. As well this cover, I'll also not show you, but more or less just slide this back in. And I think if you have got so far, I think this will not be trouble for you. Finally, just put back the tire, tighten this up, and ready to go. Thanks for watching.